that I've noticed when working with self-confidence. It's interesting when it leaves you and you think, why am I getting all worked up about this? I've done this loads of times, and then other times you're absolutely fine. And I think it must be something to do with how much we keep that in our kind of confidence bank, if you like. Some of us actually spend the rest of our life in reaction to our childhood. So we actually make ourselves more confident, almost like, well, I'm never going to end up like my mother, never going to end up like my father, I'm going to become this person. So very often we can do very well, even if the upbringing was very bad. So this comes from the theory of if we want to be more confident, we have to develop a beginner's mind. So we have to treat each thing as if it's the first time we've done it. Now when we do that, we actually increase our confidence. Down the front of the body, tuck them off. Okay, now sit back down. Okay, how does that feel? Is that good? Well, it's really interesting what you pick up from people, isn't it? We're going to do a bit today about dealing with negativity. But that's a really nice one, so you can do that in the loos, no one will see you. Because you don't want to walk away from someone, do you, and see them doing this? You kind of but we pick things up off people, don't we? We can pick up energies off people. You know when you've walked into a room and there's been an argument, don't you? You can kind of tell. If we could have fulfillment and we could have happiness, then somehow my feeling is that they would make a really interesting marriage. Because when you're fulfilled, something becomes long-lasting, doesn't it? And my sense is that nobody can take fulfillment away from you. Happiness kind of comes and goes sometimes, but fulfillment to me feels like something very sustaining. With a lot of us, the more uncertain we become, the more we try and control everything out there. Yeah? We start to live quite rigid lives, where rigidity becomes the way that we cope and manage. What I want you to encourage you to do is the more you ground yourself, the more you feel rooted and centred in your life, the less you have to deal with that wobble. And the reason that trees are such a great framework to use is the deeper their roots, often the stronger they are, and the more they can branch out and the bigger they can kind of expand. We have to think about how to change our culture. So if you've got a work culture of emailing at 10 p.m. at night, just not doing that changes a culture within an organisation. So it's a really little thing that you could do that could encourage everyone, because if we all do it, then we won't feel guilty about not responding outside of work time. I could carry on exactly as I am, and some of you are going to leave here and do just that. But some of you are going to say, do you know what, I'm going to make this tiny shift or this tiny change. And what's amazing about that is when you do that, so much can actually start to grow from that place. We just have to get our soil right. We've literally got to go, okay, what do I need? What's the fertiliser? What do I need to actually help me move into this new space?